Look, I'm not saying the vegan place caused me to throw up at the escape room, but it could have been the final cause of it. I mean, it can't be a Chrissy existence without something coming out of my body. We've come to this conclusion.
And with that beautiful statement about things coming out of the co-host's body, hello and welcome to A&Y and Keyframe Wonder about random stuff coming out of some people's orifices. I really gotta look at the clock when I go on my tangents. Oh, God. Hi, Denim.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show in a verbal sense,
Yes.
and not me just requesting you to punch Max. So,
I mean, now it's a lot easier.
Someone else watching.
yeah. Now there's witnesses.
No, but it's also the thing. It can just happen without her even having to stand up.
Yeah, it's convenient.
Movie magic.
I like this. I like this setup here. But yes, Denim, who are you? What do you do? And why should people care?
I'm a person, and I live here in Germany with Max, and I mostly lurk around other people's channels, and don't produce much content myself.
Except for
Recently, I've been trying to do an interactive fiction where I haven't updated it in a couple weeks now, but I'm in the process right now of working on the next.
As we're speaking, she's going to ignore the podcast.
Yeah, as she is guest on a podcast, she hasn't been in.
Basically, it's
quite a while.
Fiction where the people reading can contribute to what is the next stage of the story through polls. So.
Well, I mean, I'm pointing to it right now. Look at my little cartoon.
Oh,
just going, yeah, look.
Very much
This one is. I'm trying to do sort of a Lovecraftian sort of cosmic horror story. I gave the first chapter. I gave the readers the option to pick what kind of protagonist we have. I have had the usual, like a reporter, an investigator. And people chose Baker. So
I'm glad I make you
Baker
include
that's gonna
that.
get involved in some cosmic horror stuff.
It's a matter of write what you know.
It is. It's true.
Do I wanna ask, Key? Do I?
I thought you would ignore it until we'd moved on from Denim's plugging of her choose her own adventure. I wanted to laugh because I've done this gender bending filter before, but what I love is that Jax just has such perfect pecs that when it's gender bent, it just looks like boobs.
That's the only thing that changed was the face.
Yeah.
Jax Blade, why are you so handsome and why won't you come on this show?
Have we ever asked him?
I have, and I even made fun of him at Winnie City, being like, I have asked you, and he's like, I've never seen the emails. But Jax is a sweetheart. But anyways, yeah, so your choose your own adventure story.
Yes. But, yeah, so it's just, so far, a baker that is trying to... So, thanks to people on the internet being trolls, the first attempt at getting some real information on this mystery of what's going on got botched because they found a bakery to ask about what information about this person that won this like total rookie won a pie competition, and they're trying to find how this person came up with such an amazing recipe so easily. So they're trying to track down where they learned this recipe. And they went to the first bakery, and I said, okay, do we want to go inside? No, we're going to peer in the window first, okay? We're looking at this little rabbit sculpture. Okay, and tap on the window at the rabbit sculpture. That was an employee coming out, kind of annoyed, asking if you want to help. Okay, we're going to flirt with the employee. Okay, here's a couple of gimmies for bad pun pickup lines. And y'all went with the low-hanging fruit of nice buns.
Yes.
Nothing that could have been more creative option of, like, bad bakery pun pickup lines. No, just nice buns.
Denim, you know what you did? You became the DM of a public D&D session.
I did. And as I stated on this,
Well,
I had pre-planned what kind of result each option would have before I posted this.
It's a public Call of Cthulhu session.
Denim
Ow!
Thank you.
I'm sitting in a danger zone.
But the thing is that when you do something like this, the internet is mostly comprised of bards. So they're always going to pick these.
I mean, okay, they went flirt. Okay. And earlier I gave them another troll option of, we are just arrived in this town. We can go look at one of these places, or we can get on the train and leave again. No one chose to go. People did not go on the train to leave again. I was proud of everyone, of the masses on Twitter for not choosing.
Don't be proud of people.
See, look at the next bus home.
Yeah, zero, nobody actually.
I got overconfident. Also, that particular one with the puns one was one of the few that got retweeted by this other dude who had kind of popularized the interactive fiction thing on Twitter with his long story about a raccoon that's still going on. He just doesn't update it very often anymore. And so a lot of his followers voted on this poll, which is why instead of the usual 13 votes, it got 57 votes. I don't have a lot of Twitter
always
followers.
weird when there's that. But yeah, there you go. So. Go follow Denim for Choose Your Own Adventure things and troll her further. She's obviously asking for it because the Streisand effect exists very violently on the internet.
Will be up shortly.
Many careers have been built exclusively on the Streisand effect.
Like Streisand herself. But yes, I would ask what you've been up to and if you've slain any dragons, but I know what you've been up to because all three of us went and did things.
I mean, I didn't slay any dragons, but we certainly saw a lot of dragons.
So,
no,
we did. All the persons. What else do you think I was talking about?
So anyway, we went to Eurofurence. We'll get to that part. But yes, so how do we start this tale? Do we start this tale with the fucking nightmare it was to get there?
I was about to say it probably starts on your end because for us the true...
It was just getting up.
The true Eurofurence event. I mean, technically my Eurofurence adventure started on the Tuesday of your arrival. For the keen eyes who are wondering if something is off with my hair, the answer is yes.
We'll get there.
Exactly. But yeah. Let's start.
That's the picture I sent Lauren. And Lauren was like, does Max ever take normal pictures? No.
Oh my god, I'm wearing the same t-shirt twice.
Whoa.
Nice.
And somehow, wait. Key, what is this? You are wearing Denim's t-shirt or the other way around?
I will confirm nor deny anything.
What? That sounds so weird.
I will neither confirm nor deny anything.
This t-shirt is clearly this t-shirt.
I know, but when you say it like, why are you wearing Denim's t-shirt? There's weird fanficky implications there.
I think that's
but no. It's him. I learned to expect it.
Yeah.
But no. So, the nightmare it was getting there. So... I've already weaved my tale of woe of getting the fucking plane tickets, because I booked the flight in April, and then on the beginning of August, during Gaming and Ties, they canceled my fucking flight, and then instead of refunding me, they were like, here's a voucher for a future flight with our airline. What confidence that they should not have. And then I had to buy a whole new plane ticket. Have you ever tried buying a plane ticket 3 weeks before you're supposed to go overseas? I mean, I know Max has, but it's not fun.
Yeah, twice as much as usual, I guess.
Yeah, but yes. So, whatever. Fine. It'll all be worth it. So, I'm getting ready, packing, I'm working on my art piece, all this stuff, la-di-da. And then I was like, I should check into my flight. And then it said, your flight has been delayed and it won't make the connection in this place, so you need to reschedule. Keep in mind, my flight was at 7 p.m. and I did this at 2 p.m. All the other flights that they were like, here's your...
I guess we are back live. I just need to fix my own camera.
Yes.
But yeah,
Hi guys.
please continue.
Welcome back.
I just had a little blue screen. Nothing.
Some technical difficulties suddenly.
Exactly.
He fell into the Matrix, so he's a bobblehead now.
I
but
had
yeah.
a déjà vu.
Anyways.
Wait a minute, is my camera tilted again?
Wait.
No.
No.
Your
this
camera's
is
not tilted.
Just the.
You're fine.
No, it
Okay.
is tilted. That's exactly the point.
Well, I mean, the way it's viewing. Because I noticed that
Yeah, it was always like this.
It was
Look
always
over here. Look over here.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind. Please.
Anyways.
Yes, continue your
So
story.
yeah,
on Max
I
Fiddleston.
couldn't book I had to call Lufthansa to book a new flight. Goddamn, their customer service is literal garbage. Not the service representatives themselves, but just answering the fucking phone. German efficiency, my ass. And they scheduled me for a flight being like, okay, you'll still make your connection if you do this flight that is 2 hours earlier. Still can get to the airport, but I had to, make like a bat out of hell, leave my cosplay gloves that I worked hard on. But fine. And me and Golden are driving to the airport, whatever. It's fine. I've gotten through international security in an hour, whatever. And then the engine blows up.
Oof.
So,
Literally on the highway, just exploded.
I mean, we're not too far from the truth. We were on the freeway, and we just suddenly the car started slowing down, and smoke was coming out of the hood. And it was like, this smells bad. So yeah, I had to call an Uber on the side of the freeway. That was an experience. Kudos to the Uber driver. He was a sweetheart. We talked about rock concerts the entire way to calm me down. And I was not calm at all. I was doing the thing that I do when I'm stressed, which is laughing at very poor time. I think I called Max to be like, okay, I'm finally making it to the airport, and I'm laughing, but there's no happiness behind this laughter. And the thing is, they were like, oh, we'll reschedule you on another flight, because I wasn't going to make it with all the car shit to a flight at 7 p.m. Now you may say, Chrissy, isn't that your old flight? It basically was, but they switched me to Swiss Airlines, which gave me a different connection in general, and I would be just arriving in Germany the same day, just 2 hours later. Why they didn't give me this new one in the first place, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
But I made it in one piece. Maybe not mentally, but I made it in one piece. And if you want to help Brett fix his car, he has a GoFundMe. Go do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then I made it here. I was a bit frazzled, but I made it to Germany, and then the fun begins.
We all
The
had pizza
fun
for dinner.
begins.
So it all worked out in the end. Yes, Odie, this entire trip was me doing the mantra. It all works out in the end.
Basically.
Oh,
But
wait,
yeah.
I just realized this is the wrong order after all. No.
But yes, so Max picks me up at the airport. We hang out and play Mario Party. Max loses so badly.
That was what we did
Yeah.
on Tuesday evening. I remember that we did
Yeah, we played Mario
actively
Party.
decided against escape room, because it was like, yeah, you coming off the flight, you probably don't feel like getting out there.
All the
Yeah.
shenanigans getting to the flight in the first place. Plus,
I feel like the first
jet
puzzle
lag.
would have made me. I feel like the first puzzle would have made me break down crying if we when I got there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it
so we
wasn't
decided to just get pizza and do Mario Party, which is great because Max lost so badly.
Yeah.
And we also made the decision to make the computer super hard, as you should do if you have a computer opponent. And at some points, it was just not fair.
Yeah.
At one point, Denim got to a literal island of treasure, where there's coins just floating everywhere, and the computer got there before her and made her go forward.
sniped them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, this is all like, no, when it comes to the dice rolls, the computer is just as stupid or just as luck prone as luck.
But when it came to some of the like reaction time based
Yeah,
games, that was unfair.
Exactly. Some of the games where it's really like, where there is something like real time, he was unbeatable. It was amazing.
For anyone wondering, it was Mario Party 8 for the Wii.
Oh, yeah, and then the aspect ratio just fucked itself over at the last, 5 turns.
Luckily, it was just at the end there, but still, I haven't had a chance to mess with it and get it fixed again. I couldn't get it fixed that night.
Oh.
But you know what? It was a great game. Because I won! If that was not a poetic way to end that day, it was that. Also, I got to meet the ferrets. Yeah. They are very cute.
Very true.
Rocket liked me more than Himbo. But I think that's just because I'm very sweaty. And Rocket likes to lick sweat.
Delicious salts, human juice.
I will say Himbo really liked my bag, though, because I think the next day Himbo found his way into my backpack, which is very funny.
If you leave any bag open around them, they will go in it.
Yep,
yes, I discovered that the next day, because the next day, me and Denim went out to get me a blazer for my Helltaker cosplay, and also to get paints, because that was the other thing. The airport threw out my paint.
Right.
That's a great feeling. But, you know, it was still fun and good. Don't paint around ferrets. Their main imperative will be to try to jump on your artwork.
Yeah, that was another thing. Especially when they were being very playful that morning. I kept being like, nope, come play over here, Himbo. Come bite my hand over here. Don't go onto the artwork, please.
It was a very interesting day because Max is just chilling. Oh, by the way, we can actually... I think it was the end of Tuesday that we were going back to my hotel, and we're in the elevator, and the entire day I'm just like, am I tired or does Max look different? And then I was like, did you do something with your hair?
Wait, and I was like, wait, I thought you were just intentionally ignoring it and not addressing it, so by like, yeah, I will not even. And I'm like, yes, it's black, or a very, very deep brown, like.
Turn your head a little bit so the audience can see it better. Ta-da!
Yeah, I thought that I was just tired.
Nope.
Apparently the day of Tuesday, Max, you can say. Your adventures of getting your hair dyed.
Oh, yeah, no, it was just like, the day, I had a stylist person, also we are now finally live again.
I think you did that on Monday anyway, right? Did you get the hair done on Monday?
No, I believe it was Tuesday as well.
No, Tuesday.
Yeah,
It was Tuesday.
So it was like super fresh, but no, it was like I had an appointment already made with a clear intention to go in there and be like, hey, haircut, and make me look as much like this cartoon character as it is possible with my remaining hair, which was already challenge enough. And then I was like, oh, and by the way, do you happen to have time to dye dark? And she was like, hey, perfect. My appointment after yours just cancelled. I'm like, die away. So
I really like you talking about this hair lady. She seems fun.
Yeah, but here's the fun thing. She reminded me that we, as in like we all in this call, in the audience, everybody, we are not mainstream. I have been so around in those in those circles on Twitter if I say so she told me that when I told her like that it's for cosplay, and she was like, oh yeah I cosplay. I did this once, cosplaying as a character. I went as Harley Quinn, but you know, before she got so super popular with the movies. So I was like, when I'm like, movies, like as in Suicide. Yeah, exactly. But I did it a few years before then, when nobody knew her. Nobody knew who Harley Quinn was a few years before Suicide Squad came out. In the circles where I have been around for my entire life, everybody knew who Harley Quinn was.
Yeah.
So... But
Harley Quinn existed with Suicide Squad, and only Suicide Squad.
And she was like, I had this cosplay, and I had a tattoo. I tattooed her in the traditional like black, red and black with the clown thing.
The animated series.
She appeared in the animated series, and then wasn't heard from again until Suicide Squad.
Totally.
Never, ever, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, totally. But yeah, but as you rightfully said, generally cool lady. Even so, reminders that the things that we consider normal, everybody, like PSA for you in the audience as well, it's not necessarily normal.
I mean, spoilers. We had a hard time explaining what Helltaker was to people at the con if they didn't already know.
I mean,
okay.
some people thought we were people from the game itself, like,
But
so advertising the game
But
kind of thing.
many
A couple people thought we were talking about Hell of a Boss.
yeah, many people really. Also, an interesting thing where I think that at a gaming convention it would have been very, very different. But yeah, at a furry convention, Helltaker is actually not that well known. Period. Which,
I mean, except for the one comic where he made Lucifer into a goat. The amount of people in the vendor hall were like, "Wait, isn't there a goat in this?" And it's like, I mean, yes and no.
This is the one thing. I mean, it's a beautiful panel. Like, I'm not a furry. You are when I
mean,
cosplay as you.
But yes, here's the thing: we can. That's
Yes.
a little bit farther in the future. But yeah, so Wednesday, general, we get our goodie bags and register and all that stuff, all the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, let's go and get dinner and do an escape room.
But no, before that we had opening ceremony.
Oh yeah, I forgot that opening ceremony is actually on Wednesday.
Yeah. And you see it's nicely packed. We made it in early enough to have proper seats, but also a little picture of how the stage looked.
So pretty. Look at that beautiful
Look
artwork.
at those krakens. Yes.
Rah, rah,
Also,
Look at that good kraken.
Denim got to experience the fun eye in the sky phone thing that Eurofurence does,
Yeah.
which is great. And I actually got to show the art of the week on that phone screen thing, which was wholesome.
Art of the week, you say?
And then, but not yet.
Okay.
No. And then right after was I think the meme right after was like some Rickroll or something. But yeah,
but
we did opening
exactly, dinner.
ceremonies.
We had, because I don't even know why, but you really wanted us to eat dim sum together.
Well, because
dim
dim
sum is
sum's one of
delicious.
my dim sum's also one of my favorite like restaurant things to go to with people. It's a very sociable type of dinner because you're literally sharing food. It's like tapas. Like you're supposed to do that. It's like Lauren introduced me to it, as Lauren introduces me to every food thing ever, or else I would just be eating pizza and Indian food for the rest of my life.
But yeah, we wanted to go dim sum Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Though there is one thing you should know about Eurofurence: panels, especially on the main stage, and punctuality.
Unless it's Uncle Kage.
No, I mean, even his panel was delayed. This
Even
is
his
why
got
he came
delayed,
out.
But he at least pre-gamed. The thing is, everyone should expect at least a 20-minute delay with anything ever.
I believe it was
when
an
comes
hour
to-
or so
Yeah.
for the
It was
opening.
70 minutes, I think it was.
Yeah. Also, this is not a slight against Eurofurence,
But
as someone who paid for a super sponsor and for two people that paid sponsors.
this is a slide against Eurofurence, and they have it coming.
Do you want to explain the perk and lack thereof? Because this really rustled your jimmies in particular.
Oh yeah.
I mean, for opening ceremonies, we still got to utilize it.
Yeah, but yeah. The thing is, so as you can also see in my video, that stupid conventions link down below. I, for years, specifically for Eurofurence, have become, every year I was a sponsor, because sponsor comes with a very, very neat perk that they, especially for the bigger events, have two lines for seating, one for sponsors and super sponsors, and one for the plebeians. Plebeians, yeah. One for the plebeians, you know, those peasants who can only afford a badge with a green
Lanyard.
thing.
Lanyard.
Thank you. And after especially my first year where I was green because I didn't know better, I was like, okay, this is a worthy investment.
Boy.
I know. I learned it, and I was ever since sponsor every single year going nice and yellow. As you can even see with my keyring. I have so many of this lineage by now that, yeah. This year they just didn't properly do it. I mean, for the opening ceremony, I actually, when we were standing in line, like, hey, Mr. Security, sir, shouldn't there be a sponsor line? And he's like, yeah, that's a good point. And he disappeared. And actually, a few minutes later, there was a separation.
The dealers then also reflected the sponsor.
Yeah, they kept this going.
It was in the schedule for them.
But it was literally in the schedule that the first
Closing ceremonies, however.
Yes, or I mean, we didn't go for into the arena, so we don't know if they fucked it up there.
Didn't Uncle Kage still have it divided?
No.
No. There was a divider. Yes, Uncle Kage had it divided.
But closing ceremonies is obviously the most packed one.
Because it comes with the Paw Pet show.
Together.
And they asked, like, yeah, where's the sponsor line? It's like, oh, we're not doing that. It's like,
just
the overflow one.
Which was brilliant.
I went to ask while these guys were getting the art from the art auctions. We were doing pickup, and I was sitting there in the line. I'm like, okay, I will hold a spot in the line.
Yeah.
It's getting longer. We're already pretty far back.
It ended up being a brilliant thing, and I guess we can talk about once we get there. But
yeah, so we wanted to do dim sum.
Yes, Wednesday, dim sum. I mean, we actually were like, okay, here, opening ceremony goes until X. We have the escape room booked for 9, I believe. So there is plenty of time in between.
All that.
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 or whatever times of hours in between. This is enough to get to a place. Have like an hour and a half for a nice dinner, and then we also can return to then in time to the escape room. And we picked a nice dim sum place, not too far from the escape room. And then when we came out of the opening ceremony on our way to the train station, I'm like,
I don't like that noise.
Yeah. So with the time that we need to get to this place, which is a little bit across the escape room, and then we also need to get back from there with the tram, and this is like an extra time, and there are a bunch of restaurants around the escape room. Maybe we should go directly to the escape room, otherwise we might have to either rush dinner or not make it in time.
We can do dim sum
exactly. Tomorrow is plenty of time. No, we still need to go dinner.
Remember
this is fine,
that part.
Key.
Remember the part of we'll go tomorrow.
This is fine. Tomorrow evening we don't have too much planned at the con anyways. So we found a very promising ramen place literally around the corner from the escape room. We walked past by a few other restaurants, like a nice Chinese restaurant, like something duck, Peking duck or whatever, which looked very promising, but come on.
A lot of places were all pretty full, or one of them we started to go to, they said they were already closing.
But there were still other ones on the way, but then we were like, come on, let's go, there's a nice ramen place. We all love ramen, so a nice ramen place literally around the corner.
I couldn't wait to sit down and have a nice meal because I was very overstimulated by everything at the convention because we waited an hour in line.
Yup.
And it was a lot of people and claustrophobia kicked in at a certain point. It's like, okay, as long as we can have a nice meal before the escape room. Hi, Himbo. Oh, sweet baby. But yeah, and then this ramen place.
Wait.
Oh.
Can we do like doo-dum? He's taking over both cameras at once. No, he's everywhere.
Don't shove his face into the camera. He gets closer to the ring light then. That doesn't.
Oh, that is a fair point. That is a fair point. Sorry for that.
Yeah. But so we're at the ramen place. We discovered this is a vegan ramen place, which in general, not a bad sign.
Exactly. I like eating vegan. No?
I'm picky about my vegan food, but I've had good vegan food. At the end of the day, vegan food could just be vegetables, which is what I picked, was a miso soup with vegetables. These things were like $14 a bowl, though.
He's back again. Tell a friend.
He wants revenge.
Yeah.
He wants vegan water. But yes. Vegan
this ramen place, though,
vegan only,
was so expensive.
Yeah, it's hipster, Berlin hipster expensive. And I mean, you were courageous. You actually went for the vegan duck,
which I tasted a little bit of it
after it took
after after it took like 15 minutes for me to tell me if it was mushroom or not, because a lot of vegan dishes use mushrooms because mushrooms have a very similar texture to meat.
But no, this one was apparently just soy.
Yeah.
And it was not a good texture. I had to spit it out. I was like, this is jelly. Yeah. I couldn't. And so I didn't like the noodles and everything. I just ate the broth, which even then was chalky. I was not having a good time.
But we had cocktails with it, who basically tasted like. I mean, you
didn't have liquor in it.
Yeah.
I just had sparkling water, and I'm pretty sure the sparkling water and that strawberry mule you got had the same amount of alcohol in it. None.
So great place, would not recommend.
Yeah. But the escape room, on the other hand.
The escape room, you say?
It saved the day. My God. So we did a Sherlock Holmes theme one because that one wasn't mid like all the horror ones I wanted to do. And it was a lot of fun. So basically we have to try to find the evidence that Sherlock Holmes didn't commit a crime and all this stuff. I apparently did a no-no with one of the puzzles. So the lock.
No. I just pointed out that you kept brute forcing it, and you were like, "No, I didn't apply any force." And I'm like, "It's a coding term."
There was a thing where we had to find letters around the room that correspond with some kind of number, and then that went into a lock. We found two of the letters. We couldn't find the other letter, and Keyframe was just putting them in and just like twisting them, and then just got it. Just sort of kept trying different numbers with
if we have two, the third one.
In my defense, if we did it the proper way, we would have never fucking found the letter.
That's
because when
true.
we found out what the puzzle thing was, we were like, oh, we're idiots.
Oh, that's where it was. How did we not see that when it's just like, kind of like the other two were with clocks? Oh.
I think my favorite part about that escape room was that it showed that Max overthinks.
What?
And maybe I don't think enough. So there's a particular puzzle where, because at this point we went into the second room, and in the second room there's a bookshelf and drawers and all this stuff and a cube and everything.
Oh yeah.
And we found a bunch of like files with names and stuff on them, and Max was like, "Let's check every book for something."
See if any of them have a publication date that matches the date, the 4-digit number that's on each of these pages of the profiles.
And like a sitcom, I just grabbed the papers and went on the ground and just started organizing them by year. And I was like, I think this is how you do it.
What? Nah, this can't be. I mean, those are cube sized.
And then Denim looks and is like, I think that's how you do it. Because each one had a corresponding thing for the cube of just rotating it until a key came out. And yeah, we did pretty good in that escape room. We were 2 minutes over time.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we wouldn't have if we didn't look at every book.
Yeah, it turns out the inside of the books had nothing to do with the puzzle.
I mean, we also
They
stared
should have
at
taped them shut.
I mean, the very first or rather second puzzle, the one with the lines, we took also forever.
I mean, at least one of the books that we picked up had signs that they had hot glued it to the shelf at some point.
I mean, we were so close. We were just not looking at the lines instead of the.
We were looking at the space. It was.
Yeah.
It was, but it was still a really fun.
I'm still proud that you guys were like trying to figure out what the thing. I'm like, hey guys, did you notice the window? It's not symmetrical in its pattern. Okay, guys, I think the window is related to this puzzle.
What did we do on Thursday?
Dealer's Den?
This ended up Dealer's Den. The thing on Thursday was we went into the Dealer's Den during the sponsor hour. We dropped off art. Obviously, we put up art show.
We saw a little bit of Dealer's Den, then we went upstairs to the After Dark Dealer's Den.
But this
and
is
then
also
we exited and
you cannot go back into the regular one from there.
I will say it was fun that after the escape room and stuff, one of the other things we did back at HQ was Denim was like, "Can you put this wig on?" So I was just a wig mannequin for her Lucifer wig.
Yeah.
And it was very funny.
Since I was specifically,
at least to me,
as you guys will see, I was specifically Lucifer from Helltaker when she's helping make pancakes. So she has her hair up in this like messy bun. So I had this wig that had very visible netting on the bottom layers of it. So I had to try to figure out how to make a messy bun, but layer it in such a way that the wig cap wasn't super visible, and it kept slipping on my mannequin head, and it was just not balanced. And I was just like, I need a living mannequin.
And luckily, not only do I have a melon head, as my family lovingly called me as a baby, this head also comes with good grit, so the wig would at least stay on. I was very tempted to just go ow over and over with all the wig fixing, though, just because it would be funny. Because I like making people feel. Anyways, yeah, there was just a lot of cosplay nonsense at certain points. Meanwhile, Max's biggest problem was finding a flower for his suit.
I know, right?
And then I stayed up till 4 a.m. working on mine.
But yeah, Thursday, Uncle Kage.
Yes,
Then Bad Fanfiction, the movie, which was fun enough, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but then...
maybe for you sitting in the audience, but as people who performed during Bad Fanfiction Live, that was great.
I mean, I will say that the first part of it, the format, was it could use some fixing. The way it was presented.
I mean, yeah, because to explain, the Bad Fanfiction Live panel is basically this guy is writing a fanfiction on the fly, and you shout suggestions at him, and if he likes it, he types it in, and you get a piece of candy. By the way, a bit of advice from your good pals here at the AWKWARDCast: if you're going to use candy as a incentive or a prize at your convention, don't do it when it's in the middle of summer. Don't make it chocolate.
Yeah, don't use
in
chocolate.
the middle of summer.
But
don't use chocolate in the middle of summer.
Didn't they
in
also
a
have
hotel that did not have powerful air conditioning?
Didn't they also have like an additional bag with gummies, but they also just melted and turned into one big gulp?
That was more chocolate, I thought.
Oh, it was more chocolate.
No, it was more chocolate.
Never mind.
And I know this because I used it as a prop when we performed. And a big string of it landed on my jeans, because when I got back to the hotel that night, I was like, what is this brown stain on the side of my leg?
Yeah.
Well.
Of course I wore my light colored jeans that day. That's great. But
then
then they performed the fanfic. Like, they picked people from the audience.
Volunteers,
and this fanfic included the narrator, Shrek, Donkey, Rick and Morty,
Yoda,
Princess Luna, Sauron, Luna from Hell of a Boss.
Part of the shtick was that all typos are canon. So when he typoed Princess Luna to Luna with 2 O's, it became Luna was in this fic too.
Yes. And here's a fun little fact. We got in a bit later into the fanfiction panel, so we were a bit farther back. It was a fairly full panel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nearsighted. You may not know that because I don't wear glasses, but that's because I sat on my glasses 2 years ago and haven't gotten a new pair.
Whoopsie.
So what we kept doing is like zooming in with our phones to try to see it, but still wasn't that great. And I volunteered to be Princess Luna in that fanfic. I didn't know what was written until I read it.
Yeah.
And Luna has a very steamy romance with Yoda.
Yeah.
Thank God that Yoda actor was fun. But it was so much fun to do, like, being the character. That is the most fun part of that panel. But his friend that was helping with that panel also had
a certain other panel.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was Sauron for the reading as well. Yes.
For 2 lines.
I had 2 lines.
And they were identical.
I see you. I see
you. Also, I met an old friend who was apparently the narrator during that fanfiction reading panel. And they were like, they DM'd me on Twitter being like, Key, are you at Eurofurence?
Is that you?
And I was like, wait, that was you!
Also, they recorded this Bad Fanfiction reading, so it will go up somewhere at some point. When it does, we should link it.
So, absolutely.
Yes.
But yeah,
so
I guess
the next one.
Yeah, but just to ask, who does know what E621 is?
And if you're lying that you don't know, you're either too young to be watching this show or a fucking liar.
So E621 is a website. And
Waiting for the delay.
should we I wonder what's better, if we should explain what it is to avoid that people actually Google it and go there.
I like Odie shouting, I plead the fifth. But E621 is a website where people post art. It's not rule34.net in that I don't think you get as many viruses going on this website, but in the same way of depravity, E621 has a lot of porn. If you've ever been on Derpy Buru or any Buru thing, it uses the tag system like it. So they had a trivia show for it with different categories. And I was one of the contestants.
True, and you made it to the final. You won your round.
You won your round.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was the first round, and the first round was fandoms. I got almost every question right in that category. We're not going to talk about that.
I don't think anyone recorded that panel. So
and then for other rounds,
stays there.
And then for other rounds, we played basically Couch Millionaire, where we were all guessing them.
I think it's such and such. I think it's such and such.
I wanted to be such and such, so I can keep the little bit of faith in humanity that I still have. Oh shit, they picked that.
Yeah, but I got to the finals, and apparently I was third place, because I was second place because first place was tied between two people. I missed 1 point, and it was because I missed 2 questions. And one of them was which thing has more tags, fire, water, earth, or cum? And I thought water because people are gross. But no, they're grosser than that. And also, which board game has more tags and porn? You had the choice of chess, poker, Twister, and something else.
I think it was Monopoly.
And Monopoly. And I chose Twister because come on.
Everybody thinks of it.
Yeah.
It's not Twister.
No, it was chess.
Yeah.
It was chess.
E621 has more porn related to chess than to Twister.
Also, Lucario has one of the most porn tags out of any character, singular character. Yeah, I don't like that.
Which of these Pokemon tags is the most popular of the that gets looted? And it's like, Lucario.
No, I'm
also. There was one bullshit thing, though. I'm going to call one bullshit thing, and it was top species, because that was how they did tiebreakers. It was basically the Family Feud of top 10 species that people pick personas. Number 1 was human.
Yep. But
I don't count that, but I know that they picked E621 and not Fur Affinity for a reason. Because I think I got number 2 because my first round ended in a tiebreaker, and so that made me mad. But it was still a really fun panel.
Yeah, it was one of the highlights in hindsight.
The only downside is they put it in such a small room. Yeah. It was packed, and I'm pretty sure that panel, someone got heat stroke.
When we first walked into the room, no one had been using it for the last couple hours, so it was so nice and cool, and so we're like, oh, it feels good in here. They immediately started opening all the windows, and as soon as before the panel even started, people were still filing in, they were still figuring out the technical aspects. It was already too hot by the time they started. It was like, oh no.
Damn.
Oh no.
I think my favorite thing was that there was a particular question that was how many people in the audience are into vor. So you had to come up with just a number. And then they had people raise their hands. I got it right, and I got it closest Price is Right style, and I'm not happy about that because my number was like 39.
The number of people,
like half the audience.
Was it like the number of people in the audience, and he wasn't making this up, was 69?
The ones who raised their hand.
It was actually 69.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. But yes, those panels are great, and I hope they come back next year in bigger rooms. And not at the same time as Into the Arena.
I was about to say, it was I forfeit my tradition to go to Enter the Arena, but I have to say the game show made it worse.
Also, sorry to disappoint you, Wolf, but Wolf was actually further down on the list. It was human, fox, and then dragon, I believe.
Something.
Yeah, dragon was 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But
we could
also-
just go to E621 and just
See,
check
like
for
I said,
ourselves.
I didn't slay any dragons this week, but we saw some dragons.
Oh boy.
Some people were shocked that Lion King had more tags than like Digimon, and I'm just like,
I wasn't.
So now I'm trying
But
to
yeah.
figure out. So Thursday, after that, apparently we must have gone home because there's nothing else.
we
here
went to that
for-
nice like not Taiwan.
No,
Taiwanese
I don't
or something
think.
place
I don't
that
think
was at,
on Thursday.
It was at the train station.
But was it
The
on
Vietnamese
Thursday?
place?
Why did we not? I guess we considered dim sum that evening, but we were like, we still have cosplay stuff to do.
Oh,
Tomorrow's our
yeah.
cosplay day. We need
Also,
the
also
evening.
most of the places were closing in like an hour.
Yeah.
This
so
was
we
the
ended up
early
doing
evening. I
Vietnamese.
don't think so. Oh no! It
No,
actually went until 10. Yeah, it
gonna
went
say,
until
but
8:30. Yeah.
It started late, so that
Yeah.
kinda went
Yeah,
So
but
we
they,
were like,
they started
okay.
late because the room was locked.
Yeah, but yeah, so it was
locked,
like,
and then they had to work out the technical issues.
Let's okay, dim sum. Let's not tonight, dim sum.
All right,
yeah, we
so
don't
not
know if the
tonight, we'll
places
do it
are still
tomorrow. Maybe
open.
we'll do it tomorrow.
It's
We'll do it
still,
tomorrow.
it's still, we are getting dim sum. Key, we are promised. We're totally getting dim sum. We are going to make it, but today might be there just something on the way. Here's a location with a lot of restaurants. Let's just go there. We found a fantastic Vietnamese place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that place was
Amazing.
great. We went there multiple times.
Yeah, if you want to know how good it was.
spoilers.
But
Yeah.
we also
And
needed to get
then
home
Friday.
cosplay. Friday, finally! Pew 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 pew!
Yes, we were all gussied up, ready to go into our Helltaker cosplays. The amount of Hell of a Boss comments we got was concerning, but not as much as people thinking Max was cosplaying as a character from Yakuza.
Yeah, which, to their defense, it mostly happened in the evening, near the karaoke place.
Yeah.
I didn't wear the sunglasses anymore, and
the character wears basically the
and
same
my
outfit.
Exactly, and I had no demon girls by my side at this time, so they
Yeah.
just saw me in that outfit without sunglasses, and I have to admit it's more or less the same outfit.
Plus, the character is taller and lankier than the Helltaker
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
so
yeah.
more like your body type.
Exactly. I mean, technically, if I wanted to play this character, I would have grown in the goatee that he has, but no, people cannot know that I would go this extra mile, so
But yes, Friday though was Dealer's Den Day, and we got
Also
a smattering
that.
of goodies, so I guess we can do hauls.
I guess, yeah. It was Dealer's Den and Art Show Day for us. But yeah, Dealer's Den, let's see. So, I got art for the bathroom, because you need to get a bathroom art if you know what I mean.
Grab something else, be right back.
So,
Wash your hands, you filthy animal. I like that.
yeah, I still have it in the plastic so that it's because bathroom there is like I don't have a proper place on the wall or on the door, so it's literally standing above the sink right now in this way. Got myself a cyberpunk whatever comic, like a graphic novel, I guess, just for like, hey, it looks interesting enough. Let's support some artists. Still haven't read it. Maybe I should do this at some point. Then, which also sparked me to redo my wall finally. The whoopsie, I'm a foxy. I turned into a foxy.
Deadpool Fox, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
The Secret of Mana Lizard.
Exactly. So this one, I walked by it, and I looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, I recognize those colors are Rainbow Dash. And she's like, the vendor is like, yeah, you know, it's actually the creatures from a video game. And we both at the same time like, Secret of Mana. And she's like, you're the first person to recognize that. And I'm like, I need to buy it now. There's a story attached to it. And this fucking little dragon. It's not even. It is a regular enemy later in the game, but the first time you encounter it, it's kind of like a mini boss. And this one was the hardest boss in the entire game, more or less. And for me back in the day. So yeah, and well, Rainbow Dash colors very, very clearly. And oh yeah, and then over here, just a nice pic of a furry witch lady. I believe it was the same one where I bought something else or something. Oh yeah, I believe it's the same one that had the wash your hands filthy
Fitting
animal.
for next year's theme.
Exactly. Oh yeah, you got actually a bunch of stuff, didn't you? That's the stuff behind here.
There's another thing behind you.
Oh yeah, you mean this one that comes with those two? Those other two? Blip. Do you mean that?
Yes. Point them away from the camera.
Yeah.
Far away.
Blip. Yeah, there was also somebody with acrylic stands, and I was considering getting. I was like, oh no, she had like lineup of characters, and I'm like, oh no, this is checking all my boxes. This is dangerous. I might be coming back for one or so. This is a PSA for anybody friends with Keyframe. Never mention anything you consider maybe getting, because then suddenly you have 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Not all my friends. This is a problem for very close people to me, not normies.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
But yes, I did go back and get them, and then when we were walking down the thing, I just handed him a cardboard bag, and the shirt.
And the t-shirt, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And also the one that
Max
Keyframe
was
is wearing. Wait, that way.
Well, to
We're not at my turn yet.
Yes, but I believe
Okay.
that was my turn. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, you also have pirate mead now.
Yes.
Oh, right, it's down there. Whoop.
Yarr.
Yar, yar, din,
This
da,
is
da.
also don't be around Chrissy when she has money.
And Key's a prize for the
I guess. Should I go
Oh yeah,
super close?
the guy who ran the E621 show infuses their own liquor, and all they had was whiskey. I'm not a huge fan of whiskey. I know Denim likes whiskey, so I was like, here you go.
It was not bad, but it had a bit of a aftertaste to it, like something in it had been stored in a plastic bottle for a while. So it wasn't the best whiskey I've had, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. But yeah, so there was all that. And what about your item from the art show?
I guess we can show this too. Da 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 da. I guess I'm the show. I guess you can talk about it.
It was just, I walked through the art show, it didn't have any bids on it yet, and I just thought it was really cute, and I liked it. It's just,
I like the little snail on the top.
yeah, it's just a little friendship shot of this wolf and this snail with a band-aid
Little
on his
friend.
cracked shell and a tiny snail on top. I just liked it. I
Yeah.
thought it was cute.
Overall,
okay.
we have
It
to
would-
say art show this year was sad.
Also, my
Oh.
patch,
We'll
my
get
beautiful
to
patch
that,
I
but-
got.
A very perfect
that's great.
one specifically
That's
for
great,
you
Badge.
since you moved here in
2021 is going to be my first Eurofurence,
Exactly.
and then the pandemic, so the 2022 ended up being my first.
So yeah,
And
this
then,
Yeah. But what about the
Keyframe
other-
saw me buying that patch and saw that I had patches on one of my other jackets, so she got me more patches.
it's
They
like
look like
Rocket and
Himbo and Rocket.
Himbo. Yeah.
And otherwise,
Why are people not happy when I get them things?
thank you very much. They are adorable.
No, see, that's the thing, is that people are like, thank you, now stop. And it's like, but it feels good.
I did also get some stickers and stuff. This is just a couple of them to send to some of
you
my
got
friends back in
stickers of the-
Colorado.
You also got the sticker of the backdrop for the event.
Yes.
Yes.
I found the miniature. I found the artist who designed the backdrop,
Which
so I got a sticker version of it.
probably saved us hundreds of euros, because she was ready to bid for. It's barely visible in this picture, but can I move it somehow?
Later
Yes, I
little-
at the auction,
The little side, there's little side
Yeah.
panels.
I
there.
did try to bid on those, even though
Little-
they're 3 meters
yeah,
tall, which is about 9 feet. for
Exactly. I was about to
Americans.
say little, like all those is 3 meters, 9 foot tall. And I was like, okay, you can bid on those because we can maybe just fold something, like stretch it to the ceiling or
Yeah,
around
bidding
the
on
ceiling.
the one in the backdrop, the entire
Yeah.
house is
Oh,
This
gone.
one,
I really
no.
wanted to bid on that.
Here
one
I put
so
my foot
bad,
down.
but
Here I
knew
was
we
like,
couldn't
no,
fit it. I
this
was
is
like,
9 feet
At
times
that
9
point,
feet.
You take out
No.
your own
But I
loan
should-
for that one.
It was going for at first for less than 100. I could have afforded that. Max had to help hold my hand down so I didn't vote on it or bid on it. I was like, nah.
I love that picture.
Yeah, like, hey.
For those who
I-
don't know,
look,
Justice
don't-
is
don't let-
blind.
Do you
Yeah,
know
don't
that?
let me be the blind character, or else all the jokes are going to be that and that and alone.
Exactly.
But yeah, did you get anything else, or is it my turn?
Might be your
I think that was all the significant stuff I got.
Yeah.
Okay, so I discovered I didn't buy a lot for myself. picking up everything. I was sad because my favorite thing at the dealer's den wasn't there this year, which is the furry liquor in all the horny bottles.
Can I show one? Yeah. Want to quickly
No,
grab
a lot of them do not have art that's Twitch friendly.
Yeah, I can hold my finger over the points that are not
Alright,
Twitch
I'll go
friendly.
check.
Thank you.
But I mean, I did get from the people that made the pirate mead.
Mm-hmm.
I also got honey mead that's lemon flavored, and it's very good.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, you already tried yours. We haven't gotten around.
I sampled it at the convention.
Let me
That was
see.
relatively safe.
Relatively. Let me still hold a finger exactly here. Because here you can actually see something that you shouldn't see on Twitch. But yeah, look, they all come with a graphic that is more or less suggestive. In this case, there's definitely nothing explicit right under my finger.
I've bought it every year I've came, and it wasn't there, and I was sad.
Löwy's Liquorchen. By Löwy and White Line. That's the thing, I believe they don't have a proper web presence, so it's super hard to find them. And so we don't even know what is with them. Maybe they.
I gotta do some BuzzFeed Unsolved and go back to old dealers' den maps and try to find them. But yeah, I got that honey mead, which is very nice.
It's a substitute.
Has a good lemon. It's a decent substitute. I mean, I like many honey-based things, so there's that. I got this lovely little Dapper Dog. Literally, the piece is named Dapper Dog from the art show. It's done in Posca pen. It had no bids, which you're going to hear a running thing about that when we get to the art show.
Oh, yes.
But look how dapper he is. Are you just going to scroll by without saying hello? So he's a lovely part of my wall now. He was so nice. I actually went and got double-sided tape so it doesn't face the fate of a lot of my art pieces where I just stick thumbtacks into it. And then, let's see, what else did I get? I mean, I got this shirt. I asked Max which shirt should I get because there was this one and a Vaporwave one. He picked this. And then I also have a blue dragon shirt. That one was great because there were 3 shirts from this one dealer. Max has worn their shirts plenty times on the cast.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm in between these 3. Max, you know me well. Pick one. And he whittled it down to 2.
Exactly. So this one out because it's too dark. You need some bright, lively, nice colors.
Yes.
So, down to 2.
I am lively. And I was like, fine, Denim, help me pick this one. And it's like, this one's more your energy.
Yeah, this one.
And then I was like, do you have this in a small?
No!
So second place was a blue, which it fits me very well. There's a lot of trippy, like, bubbly designs, which is my style. Very Dragon Fox girl, like how she does patterns, I realized when I looked at it. It's very cute. I wore it on the way home. People asked what cartoon it came from. I didn't have the heart to say what. Because, it's just a furry shirt. Also, something I really like about a lot of the shirts is that they actually put their branding on most of these shirts. And I actually really dig that and wish companies would do that more because then I know what to look up. Because I'm dumb and I don't check the inside of shirts. But yeah, I got this. And I got that shirt, and I got that art piece. So let me show you what I got for other people. I got quite a bit for Lauren, because she's Lauren.
And she wasn't there to keep you from doing that?
And hey, no one stopped me.
Exactly. I was glad you were buying for other people.
I mean, my buying for you guys didn't stop at the dealer's den.
I was going to say, we only showed you what she got us at the convention.
Yeah,
in the dealer's den.
From the same person who made this shirt, there's also this lovely fox shirt, and I know Lauren loves foxes, so this is great. This will probably, cascade on her, because this is a small. It's not form-fitting. It's very much a unisex size thing, which is fine. I plan to turn this into a crop top and destroy the sleeves anyway. Speaking of which, I have a great story about the top for this fucking cosplay once this day is over. Because, oh my gosh, it was a mix of terrifying and funny as hell. I also got her pins because Lauren loves pins and got me into pins. So I got her a red panda because she won't say it, but this is her fursona. She says she's not a furry. She's a fucking liar. And then I also got her this little wood thing. Now I just want to ask, is this a cat or a dog? The artist said it was a dog. It's just a screaming boy. But it's also made out of wood, which I thought was very unique.
Dog pig, loaf of bread.
This one's my favorite.
Angie.
More pins need meme font on it. And also, this one is actually the most creative. It's the different zodiac signs or astrological signs,
cool.
but as dinosaurs. So this is Lauren's, the Taurus Triceratops, because she's bullheaded. She's not. I love her. But like, this one, when I showed her which ones I got her, she was like, this is genius. I was like, I know. My dinosaur was the one from Jurassic World that really should just be the villain because it's terrifying because it's underwater. Oh, I do have to include things that people got for me because fuck you guys. Because people got me things. And look, this is not how this dynamic works. I get things and you get angry. You don't get me things back.
And you can get angry back.
But, so Denim got me this hot sauce from one of the vendors. It's really good. I tried having it on a sandwich, I think that night, and she got mad at me. Probably because I was throwing up most of the day, and she was like, don't put fucking hot sauce on shit when you're throwing up, and it's like, it's not the food.
It's got Carolina Reaper in it.
Delicious. And then I saw this poster, and I was like, I want it, but I don't really like buying myself things. I say this out loud, and I really shouldn't.
Yeah, after you got the acrylic thing, so time for revenge.
Yeah, so, I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, ooh. I think I was at a display where someone made this really cool 3D printed light display for their object, for their items.
Yeah.
Really cool. And then Max just hands me a poster. Look at this boy!
Yay.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm also a sucker for any time they do like this wear and tear effect. Like, it makes me think of Nuka-Cola ads and things, which makes me so happy. I mean, I was like, no, take it back. And it's like, no. Also, from Max's, I guess, revenge for the years of gifts, they got me this at an anime convention a few months ago, and it's my boy.
It is.
It's my boy that hasn't done anything wrong, and you can't tell me that he has. Don't read the manga. I don't know if the anime got to the point that I'm talking about yet. Don't tell me. I'll live in ignorance. The One Piece isn't real. But yeah, so the really great haul. But yeah, the art show. My God.
Sad.
I mean, I have specific complaints as someone who was an artist who submitted to the show. I don't know if my piece is kosher to put on Twitter.
I guess I can show it at least for a
Twitter,
short moment.
Twitch.
Yeah, I guess we can show it for a short moment.
There's no naughty bits. Everything's hidden.
Exactly.
Like, there's no... The nips are covered by hair, and the leg is positioned that you don't see the undercarriage, so... But yeah, so I worked on this piece up until we submitted it Thursday morning, pushing ferrets away.
She was sitting here on the sofa.
Holding it carefully on the train so it would dry.
Yes, Max at one point was just holding it like he was back at his apprenticeship. But yeah, for the longest time it didn't have a bid. Big sad. There is a happy ending to this story, but let me tell you that there's so many traditional pieces at that art show that just wasn't getting bids. And it like the Dapper Dog didn't have a bid. There were so many paintings and shit that just didn't have bids, or their bids were extremely low. It was just disappointing. And like, no offense to artists that do digital things and then wrap them on canvases and shit. But so many of those got the higher bids, and that just annoys me to no end. Because it's like, it's not a one-of-a-kind thing. it's wrapped on a canvas, cool, but as a digital artist, I'm just kind of like, look, I respect the hustle, but the consumer is the problem here. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It just angered me. It rustled my jimmies and salt my apples. But luckily, right after we left the art show, we met people who were also cosplaying as Helltaker.
Yeah.
Trying to look up their names real quick because we ended up following each other.
The other Lucifer is Drewable.
Yes.
And he's
which
Mr. Elite or something?
Mr. Elite, yes.
Yeah.
They were like looking around for us apparently because they were like, oh yeah, there's other Helltaker people here.
Well, we actually had encountered them earlier in the day, and they were like, "Oh,
we want to do this.
we were gonna do that same thing too. Whoa, that's cool. You guys did it, yeah!" And then later on the day, they came back into cosplay, and we're like, "Hey, it's you guys again!"
It was great. If you saw those tug of war pictures that I put on Twitter, it was because of this. Because it's so funny to have two of the same character, and then there's Justice. Whee!
Yep.
But they were great people. They're cool. We also had a great discussion of if Lucifer is a goat, if they turn furry, what would be Justice? And we said dog, because seeing eye dog for a blind character is really funny. And then in the art lounge, apparently they drew it because Drupal's a fantastic artist.
Yeah, let me
She kept
bring them
leaving
on.
like art stuff around the places in the convention.
But yeah, there's Drupal.
Cake.
The Lucifer here on the left.
Yes.
Wait, where was it? There it was. No.
Shut up, Bodhi. I see the more has-been cosplayers in there, and I'm.
So,
No.
but yeah, at the end of the art show, they went in there and drew. There's also no, not Justice, but
Judgment.
Judgment.
The character I love so much, but
Yeah.
could never cosplay as. I love this. I love this to bits.
Son of a
Go
bitch.
follow
I
Drupal.
did.
They're great.
I guess I put them down in the description.
Yeah.
Drew Cake.
But yeah, Thursday. Friday. This was Friday.
This was
Friday was
Friday.
great.
We also considered maybe getting dim sum for lunch, but in between the panels it got a little bit short, so we ate in
once
the
again.
hotel itself. And then I'm not sure what happened for dinner.
Oh, the hotel thing was funny though, but not funny. Haha, funny. Oh,
And not
because-
funny for us, not so much for the people running the restaurant.
yeah. So it's a convention, the first convention in that Estrel for like the good part of 2.5 years, and they were swamped with people. Somehow we immediately got a table,
Yep.
which seems too good to be true.
We
Well,
got
good to
there
be true for
early to
us.
when it had opened, so it seemed reasonable at least,
Yes.
potentially.
But we noticed because we were right by the entrance to the little restaurant area.
Yeah.
Besides us just people watching the manager set up tables and stuff and slowly go into a manic episode. Because he's like smiling, but not that happy smile. The I'm holding the whole world on my shoulders
We know
smile.
some people at the host stand kind of looking in the direction of our table.
And then at one point, some patron was like muttering in German, like bullshit, because we took someone's table.
There was someone that had reserved a table for that time. Not our fault.
But we
The
just
hostess just seated
Yeah.
us. Apparently she didn't know.
I just came in and she was like looking questioning, 3 people, and she's like,
We all-
here, table.
And we
Okay.
already ordered, so like
Yep.
we're not getting up.
It wasn't our fault.
Yeah, I mean, they also
Yeah.
never addressed us. We noticed, like, oopsie.
You know, we didn't stop them.
Yeah.
So our moral alignment in here can be gray, but pretty good food. I mean, I just ate fries, but it was good.
Yeah.
I think Max had salmon. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I was.
Right,
It was
I
funny
so
because.
distracted by all the shenanigans, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
But around us, you took a starter as a full
A
dish.
salad.
That's right. I got the
Yeah, you had like a
salad thing.
You had
But-
like a salad-y thing with like
But-
falafel balls. Or
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
But yeah, looking around this very high class, very like kind of restaurant with all those con-goers, I believe half the people had the burger.
with a leisure suit like that. You were
Half the people had burgers
I
because
was-
there were 4 items on the menu or 5 or something as main dishes, like the salmon, something like that, and a burger. And like half the table said the burger, and I'm like, God, people, this is a fine restaurant, this is fine dining, for fuck's sake.
I want to emphasize that at some point Max was staring at my french fries because he wanted them, and he was like, I don't want to eat them when I'm trying to don't want to be a Philistine while I'm having this salmon. But eventually he did, because I can't, for some reason, for like
I'm the trash
3
bin.
days. Well, for like 3 days, I wasn't able to finish food. Like, I couldn't have like giant meals. Like, when we went to the vegan place, I had the broth, and then these two split my noodles, because it was just like, I have a little bitch baby stomach. I can't help it. Eventually, I was able to eat full food, so happy ending there.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah. So we did that. I think, did we just go to the Vietnamese place again for dinner?
Was it that day?
I think the next day, yeah.
I believe. But what did we even do Thursday evening for food?
We went to the Vietnamese place. That was the first time.
Oh yeah, this was the first time we went there. It was not...
Wednesday was Tuesday was pizza. Wednesday was ramen.
Right.
Thursday was Vietnamese. Friday, maybe we just went back.
We also raided the restaurant because that was the day it started pouring rain, right?
No, this was
we definitely
went there Friday.
It was a monsoon out there.
We went full dress up. We went cosplay.
Yes.
So it was Friday evening when we first went there. So I'm not sure what we ate Thursday.
No, we went to the. Didn't we go to the?
We also had like in this beer garden, but this was probably lunch on Thursday.
Yeah, that was lunch on.
But what did we have for dinner?
I know it was lunch on Thursday because I have a picture of you in your How Do You Do Fellow Kids cosplay.
Oh yeah, I actually went to the pseudo cosplay on Thursday. This is the only picture.
Disney.
Quick,
Disney
send it my way, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
But
yeah.
But like so point being, Friday generally there wasn't a lot going on in the evening. There was furioke, but we were a bit tired. Yeah. So the International Snack Exchange got switched around. So
Friday.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, that was a fun thing of carrying around a backpack full of candy. And by the way, when you have a backpack full of candy that's like really fucking... This whole thing was full of candy. And this is a Mary Poppins bag, by the way. This is a thing people discovered because they were like, what else is in this?
I've witnessed it.
Yeah, it is very deep. Best purchase I ever made. And I didn't have to do a Kickstarter for a lackluster bag like some people do.
True story.
Sorry. Easy pickings. And, at least I don't put an open cup of soda in my bag I paid a lot of money for.
No, I did this again recently for something. What was it?
Wait.
You asked me to transport something.
Oh yeah, my bubble tea.
Oh, it was a boba tea, right? You asked me.
It was a bubble tea that didn't have the traditional flat lid.
And I believe I had this very backpack with me again for cinema.
It was just to get into the theater, and then we pulled it back out again.
God. Look, at least that one's a little bit less egregious than the Wild Bill's mug that you could buy a lid for, but didn't. But no, point being, Saturday was a packed day. Saturday was the art show auction and everything, and I'll admit, I was a little bit down on myself. I was like, because the only bid for my piece, which I already undersold it, because the piece is fairly big. Like it is. I mean, you two saw it. It's a 12 by. It's like 12 by 14 kind of. It's a big piece. And I was having the starting bid be 50. Max did the minimum bid of 50, and I was like, "Don't do that."
Want to start the bidding war? Nah.
But someone comes in for the clutch, because Max has the Eurofurence app, and it will alert you if you won a thing. He didn't get an alert for mine, because he bid on the snail, and he bid on...
No, that's it.
Mine. But he didn't get a bid for mine, and I found out my thing sold to another person. We'll get back to that later. But yeah, so there's the art show auction, which I was just genuinely surprised that pieces went to auction, because I think by the time because we didn't go to closing for the art show, because at closing they just get a group of people and they go around every panel kind of thing, like they corral them, and we didn't do that. I think only 3 pieces I saw before we left the art show finally actually made it to auction. Nice pieces, I will give them that, nice pieces. So I was just surprised to see multiple ones actually make it to auction. Awesome. However, the bidding was shit.
Yeah.
Like, some pieces I was like, I want to bid on this, I'm not going to right now, but like, some of them went for like, I feel like if this was 2019, it would have gone, like, we saw pieces in 2019 go into the thousands. And I don't know if anything did.
Don't think so either.
Nope.
No. I believe.
And it was just
500 or no.
Yeah, nothing even broke 900, I don't think.
Yeah, which was just like, man. But it was still a very chill show. Uncle Kage, ramping up the bidders and everything. Always fun. And then after that, what did we do in this gap of time that was after the art show? Because Saturday didn't have a lot.
Let me get out the thing. So, from the art show, we...
there was DDR on
Oh,
one of
right,
those.
because he was
Yeah.
sick. So, after so many failed attempts, Saturday was meant to be the dim sum place. We had a big gap between the art show and then the pickup of the art later in the afternoon, and then closing ceremony. So, literally, art show, closing ceremony, pick up somewhere in between, hours of time. So we were
and
like...
not pick up and payout, mind you. They do the payout for the artists at the end of the day.
Yeah, but yeah. No. So, okay, easy enough today for lunch, dim sum. Nothing can go wrong, easy peasy. Then we got a notification that there was a new event added to the convention. We got constantly on the app infos like, hey, this thing is now an event. Hey, we have a motor show after all. Hey, this is happening. Please come there. Hey, something on the main stage is delayed by an hour. Eurofurence stuff. DDR, Dance
There's no
Dance Revolution.
Revolution panel in this room. Oh,
We were like-
And DDR is fun.
I kind of like DDR.
Let's just check it out.
Let's check
Exactly.
it out.
Going there. Okay, you have to get in line. Okay, you have to get registered. Okay, that's fine. Okay, when are we? Okay, in half an hour it's our turn. Okay, half an hour. Let's just see if we can do the art pickup. If we do half an hour, then play for like 5 minutes. Then there's still like 2 hours time for lunch. Easy peasy, no problem. Like half an hour to dim sum, half an hour back, then we have a chill hour for
I'll
eating.
stay here, watch the other dancers.
No problem.
Okay, as soon as they go, I go. Oh, by the way, how long until our turn? Till me and Key's turn? Oh wait, we're up next, so it's gonna be like 10 minutes. Oh, okay. He bumped up to. Okay, yeah. He says it's like 10 minutes. We're gonna be on in like 10 minutes.
We are coming. Leave the queue.
And then it turned out we were not next.
We were not next. It was not 10 minutes.
Yep. And then,
they were
At some point, Max became a professional chair because we had
Yes.
those kind of DDR people that hold on to the back of chairs.
And they were running this off of someone's computer, but he was giving people a chance to play it as if it was an arcade machine, so they got 3 songs. But because it was a computer with his own pads and stuff, they were nice pads. But they kept having technical problems where they would stop working, or the game would crash.
The program crashed.
Which would push it back a little bit more.
But eventually it worked. You girls got to do DDR.
Yeah.
And then we are like,
I
okay,
discovered
now
I was very
quick.
out of shape.
And now let's go for lunch. And we are on the way to the train station. I'm like, and by that point they already knew that sound. You said
also,
there was
let me
enough time. Yeah, that was before we lost an extra half hour on DDR that we didn't account for. How about we just go back to the nice Vietnamese place? It's just one train station over. We know we like it. We have barely touched the menu. Maybe a miracle happens and Ding Sum appears on our doorstep? I don't know.
Also, let me say, great combination of someone who hasn't played DDR in a long time, so out of practice, and someone with fucked up lungs, so you have 2 people heavy breathing for completely different reasons.
My mind still knew some of the songs we played, but my legs could not move that fast anymore.
The thing was that my legs were moving fast, and then my chest was like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you climbing stairs?
But yeah.
Stairs were my mortal enemy. But yeah, so we went to the Vietnamese place.
Again,
it was still lovely.
Mm-hmm. We all got different items than we got the first time.
I was a teensy weensy bit pissed off. Not at people, at the situation.
Oh yeah, because at this point you still didn't get good news about art.
I didn't. Well, yeah, I didn't know how much my piece did sell
you
for
still
and all this
didn't
stuff.
get
Still hadn't been able
no
to
dim
pick
sum.
yourself. Still didn't get dim
There
sum.
comes a point where it's like,
But
I'm about to make fucking lose it.
But what really cheered Keyframe up eventually was after we were done with eating, Denim showed her this video of a dildo in a color mixer, and I'm like,
in a paint
wow,
mixer.
this is very brave to show it to her like this with an absolutely clear view to the window and to the bar
I
inside.
forgot we were sitting
So
near the window. I was holding it so that the server wouldn't see it when they came around.
and I'm like, and I believe I tried to point it out, but like you
No.
are clear-sighted. No, but you obviously both didn't understand what I meant, so you kept watching, and I'm like,
we were
okay.
too enraptured.
Apparently, yes, and you just were
Look,
watching this dildo going like.
discovered
Flap, flap,
over
flap,
the
flap,
week. We discovered over the week, me and Denim have very similar tastes in humor, and we were reveling in it. And if people see just a dildo on a paint mixer, then you know what? Their day got more interesting. But yes, there was a thing though, and that was there was one event that I wait for every year that I was not going to slow down on, and I didn't care how tired anyone was or anything like that, and that's Furioki.
We
right.
came back
This was
for
actually
that.
on Friday evening.
No,
Yes,
it was Saturday.
no, it was Friday evening because we were in cosplay.
Right.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Saturday evening was the closing ceremony.
Yes.
Yeah, but okay, going back to Furioki though, because we also didn't talk about the concert we went to, because we were at a concert for part of the time.
Yeah, to Gab, because we were already, we had finished food, we were waiting for Furioki setup, and there was a thing going on in the main stage, half the hall empty, sadly. I'm not
Which
sure.
is sad because the concept that they had for this first part of the concert was like this spoken word play musical. Actually really good. I hope that they come back next year because it was a great concept.
Exactly.
But
yeah, we're also running late, so we should really wrap up our week.
Okay.
But yeah, so Furioki was fun. I got to sing got to sing All American Rejects. That always makes me happy. But yeah, Saturday closing ceremony.
Yes.
Papa
so
show.
Key and I were back in line for art show pickup. Me winning Snail Bro, and you you had a win, and you needed to pick up some of Sam's pieces that haven't been sold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you guys were like, oh, it looked like that was already starting the line for the closing ceremony.
Yeah.
Can you go check it while we pick up art? So I was like, okay.
Could you go there and just ask where the sponsors get their line?
Yeah, so I go over there, and I was like, so where's the sponsor line? I was like, no sponsor line, all one line.
WhatsApp message.
I'm gonna get in the line now. They say there's no sponsor line, so I'm staying in the line for now.
And what you don't know, you think maybe, why are they so eager to get to a closing ceremony where there just will be the sharehead announcing maybe a charity, collected amount of charity money, and no, the closing ceremony traditionally in one thing moves over into the Paw Pet show, which is one of the highlights, and unlike Enter the Arena, which is partially more tradition than as top notch as I want it to be, Paw Pet show rocks, especially if the writing is good. If it is
Paw
good,
Pet show is
always.
amazing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this year
And
was particular, one of the best I have seen.
For being, for being a non-professional production, it's at a con. It's really good.
There's a character in that show that was a polar bear. He carried the whole fucking show.
Oh,
That guy was like scarily good. Mm-hmm. Also, there was a little possum named Scooby. He was great.
Also good.
For some reason, they had a little Scrat-esque
Two best
escapade with him. And we discovered the peak of my humor is someone hitting something with a hammer, stopping for a second, and then hitting it more violently.
Yup.
Peak comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we found an overflow place that's by the drawing lounge, and we just texted Denim
we were
being
like,
get over here.
Because
I was
there was
holding a spot
again
in the line
the app.
just in case.
Again, the
The
app
line
was like,
going further back behind me.
and
But the overflow ended up being a much better idea.
Yeah, it was. mostly empty. Like with us, maybe a dozen people were in there. It was climatized. We could just close the door and get our the outside noise out of the way. It was brilliant. We could, without any issues, run out for the bathroom or get extra drinks because we were not in the fucking main hall. We had our own little private screening room.
There was a great thing that happened though.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Oh,
I just wanted to note for some of the people in the chat who seem skeptical of puppets. I think, just to give you an idea of the quality of these puppets, a thing I learned from the online conferences the last 2 years is that the way they make these puppets is basically just a miniaturized version of a fursuit. So they're really good, like, plush puppets.
Oh yeah,
They take multiple people to
really
operate.
Nice.
Look up
Yes.
many of the actual good recordings of the Paw Pet Show are on YouTube. I guess now I have to link them.
And there was only 2 major technical snafus this time, which is good. There was one really funny part where a prop just kept getting fallen over, and luckily the Puppet Show people know how to do improv, so good on them.
Like,
I
sounds like you're
puppet
good at
itself
breaking
also.
stuff.
I am just gonna say this: if you're wearing a fursuit and you bump into someone on the stairs, you get the benefit of the doubt. If you're not, you don't.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh.
scampered away to go and get us drinks because someone mentioned wanting
Kaltemushi. Kaltemushi. Called pussy.
which is red wine and Coke, which is surprisingly
should not
good.
be good.
And it's a traditional drink to drink during the Puppet Show. So I went down to the bar that's by the main events hall, got 3 of them, was walking up the stairs, do.
Benefit
And
of the
someone-
Overflow Cafe. You could leave and come back and still have your seat without any problems.
Very much.
Yeah, and then an asshole bumps into me, and I'm like, and all the bottles are open because they opened them at the bar. Awesome. And one drops and shatters everywhere. So I went to go get another one. Apparently I bought the last 3, so I had to get a beer. But that was great. Also, I discovered that I have a bruise the size of a grapefruit on my knee. So fuck that one person in particular. I hope your shoes are damp. But like,
I mean, this
either
is
way.
a very, very appropriate threat on somebody. Like, yeah, I wish on you that your shoes are damp. Appropriate.
I mean,
I can get behind that curse.
My favorite mild inconvenient curse is I hope your socks are always damp, because that's worse.
But now it's always. Now it gets more into the curse territory.
May they
The other one.
forever smell of cold pussy.
Oh yeah, but no, the
That's just Coke and red wine. That's good. Right?
Yeah,
What
but-
else?
and
What
cheap
are
red
you
wine.
talking about?
yeah.
What are you talking about?
cheap red wine. You have to make sure it's cheap. We looked that up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Puppet Show was amazing. And then Sunday is nothing. Sunday
But
we
no.
finally.
Sunday, we. Oh, all right. Great cosplay, by the way. We went cinema.
Yes, we saw DC Super Pets. I'll talk about that
In
briefly
a
because
second. Yeah.
we won't have any time for media.
Oh.
We'll have to do 1-sentence medias. But it was great. Always fun. There were some asshole teenagers at that screening.
Yeah.
But they got.
And one person walked over to them and just yelled, "Shut up." And they were very quiet.
And they shut up. No?
They did.
They were actually like
And-
before that they were with their phone
Yeah, they were
lights and
shooting,
everything.
like flashing their lights and shouting Superman. And like they're not like the kid that was behind us who was like stimming and being excited for the movie, you know, like
Yeah.
a kid
Which was
should.
also not great as an experience, but it wasn't
It's
malicious.
understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
he,
it's a
he had
kid.
he had a
Like,
great
it's like
time.
He's excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. But like the teenagers, I don't like teenagers. They lack empathy.
They were at that phase of I'm at a kids media. It's hey, I'm so
But,
edgy.
I mean, you paid
It's like,
money
just
to
shut
come
up.
here. Yeah,
There's
piss
other
off.
people
Yeah.
here.
But then we finally
Oh.
got dim sum.
Yes,
and
because
I was
we
so,
realized.
and it was really good.
Yes.
And I was so happy. Denim ordered 2 things I cannot eat because they had shrimp.
I like shrimp and he doesn't, so I never get to order shrimp.
Well, good. Well, you got yours all to yourself.
I like spicy
which is-
food. She doesn't, so I have to either spice after the fact or not have spicy
Yeah.
food.
I love spicy food, so good for me.
I was the minority
but-
at this table.
You were. But yeah, and that was great. Me and Denim spent most of the ride back home talking about Cartoon Network while Max sat quietly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just a general chill, like day. The day I flew out, generally chill.
Yeah.
Me and Denim went shopping.
Mm-hmm. Max had to
We
go
went
back
to
to
a
doing
GameStop.
work stuff during the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we went shopping.
We went to a GameStop, which was great. Found an Among Us mystery box.
The thing about German GameStops is they're much more novelty-oriented than game-oriented in comparison to the US. So there's a wall of Funkos.
Yes, but we got a little mystery box, and it was a cool Among Us figurine at least. It was like the
Oh. And I guess the mug as well while you're at it.
What mug? There was no mug. I didn't buy more things for other people. What are you talking about?
And back.
But yeah, so that was all good. And then I discovered how slow. Oh yeah, there it is.
It was
Look
the
at
Play
that.
Doctor!
It's such a good little figure too. I thought it was just gonna be like just a normal beanhead, but different
Keyframe
colors.
bought me more gifts.
Here's the thing. This one has a use because she has another Cthulhu mug, but it's not dishwasher safe. This one is. So this one's more useful.
This one is also twice the capacity.
And it has
Yes.
a little Cthulhu in it.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm good at gift giving.
It's a good mug, thank you. I have been using it constantly.
Thank
It's
you.
true. Can
Now
confirm.
stop. But yeah, I discovered how slow the Berlin security line is. Like, horrendously slow. Also, airports just need to know how to deal with people with invisible disabilities, because the amount of times I just asked for help getting to my gate because I can't run, the amount of people that said you're fine and you're faking it was kind of disturbing. Also, the Munich airport, nothing is open past 10 p.m. I was very hungry. And also, I took a sleep in a nap pod. That was an interesting experience because they have this one like button that says, "You want to relax? Let's listen to some music." And it was like this booming orchestra. I don't know what Bavarian people listen to relax.
Yeah.
Even in their relaxation, they're pretentious. No wonder they don't want to qualify with the rest of Germany. And then I got home, and I've been here since. But yeah, that was our week. Genuinely, that was a week.
It was very much was.
So we have to go lightning round on this next stuff now.
Yeah, or we could just skip medias and go on, I guess.
Yeah, I'll talk about Super Pets next week.
I'll bring
Sounds
up my
about right.
media as a question for you guys next week.
Excellent. And I guess I can since I was
audience you don't understand.
Yeah. And I can talk about the boys comic book next week as well. So
We can
yeah.
at least acknowledge the art of the week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that we definitely should. What is this piece of art over there which spells happy birth? Wait, I actually cannot say it. I have a resolution on my end. Happy birthday. What's the last? Max. Oh, I literally cannot read it from here.
Can't
And I
you
haven't
read
memorized
its
what
own
it said on it.
It's 3 words.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it is by the
so-
Abbey Roadie, but I have been told that it might or might not have been commissioned. So, as the commissioner, is this really the word?
I am guilty. Yes, commissioner is a word.
Yeah.
So Max's birthday, it was September 1st, and I am legally allowed to gift him 3 physical gifts on 3 different holidays, and one of them is his birthday. The original gift fell through because of the plane nonsense, so I had to get him a digital gift. And it was going to be a card. That fell through because of the driving nonsense. So, but yeah, this is the artwork I got for him from Lauren. Lauren's gotten so good at drawing animals since the first character design for your fursona. Because if people don't know, Lauren designed his fursona, and she says she's not a furry. But yeah, and then all the little pattern things in the background are representing of different things. So there's little
can get
ferret
us
paws.
a little. Whoop.
Yeah. So there's little ferret paws for Himbo and Rocket, wine glasses because, well, that's Max's brand, little squids for Denim, and little mink heads for me. I think me and Denim were walking and I showed her the picture. I was like, look, all the important things in Max's life. And then I paused and I was like, I'm sorry that I categorized us as things. But yeah, she did a fantastic job with this. So thank you, Lauren.
Yep.
She always does good work. I would say go commission Lauren, but I think she did that for me because I am her sister, and she's kind of busy working at DreamWorks right now. So I don't know when she's open for commissions, except when it's from me. So become me, and then you can get art from Lauren.
That sounds like a very reasonable approach and deal. But yes, thankfully, we don't have too many questions this week, so we can probably go into the questions without stress, and if we go a few minutes over, then I will survive. Since I am the one who has to go to work tomorrow, everybody else in this call can just sleep in or not sleep, or it's not even nighttime for certain people. Anyways, I only got one on Twitter. You will not guess from whom and what type of question it might be. It's would you rather from J-Rock. But no, keeping the tradition going. Between the FMK at the end and the would you rather in the beginning, we are in a good place. So yeah, for all three, would you rather end student loan debt forever, or end credit card debt forever? I have a very clear answer, so I want to hear you guys first.
Wow! What? We get so many silly ones. This one's an actual,
I found it surprisingly easy, to be honest.
Well, I mean, both of these are very big issues in America. So.
I was about to say, maybe it's like me being privileged European.
The two North Americans here.
Yeah. Who lives in a country
Denim,
which actually likes its citizens.
I guess I would end student loan debt. But that's basically just based on my own experience with having been able to manage my credit card debt. My student loan debt was much larger, but that was largely thanks to help from my parents on both accounts. So both are bad, but I think student loan debt is the bigger issue because why is college so damn expensive in North America? It's ridiculous.
It's predatory. That's why. It's predatory, perpetuated on the boomer belief that you have to go to college to succeed. So it's viewed as a necessity. Exactly. And that's why they predatorize 17-years-olds to take out loans.
After all, you don't want to end up as one of those, lower jobs fixing plumbing or flipping burgers.
Free market,
even
baby.
Even though our first world country would not function without blue-collar jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Laissez-faire. But yes, so student loan debt for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. They're both bad in different ways. One is predatory on young, basically children. The other, credit card debt is very well known for being predatory to the elderly, minorities, people who are more down and out, because that's how same-day loans exist. So which ones am I saving? I think I'm going to end... Here's the thing. I guess I'll go with student loan debt, because here's the thing about credit card debt, is that they've somehow necessitized that because of God knows what back in the early 90s. They've made it that you need to have this credit score, and your credit score goes down if you have no debt.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. They want to see that you have a credit card that you use and pay off.
Yes, so you always have to have a little bit of debt, and for some reason that makes banks think that you are more dependable.
The pro tip I got when I first got my first credit card was only use it to pay for gas for the car, and then pay it off immediately. And then other than that, to only use it for emergencies.
Yep.
Wow, I thought I knew all the fucked up things about the US already.
That way you can build a credit score from earlier on and have good credit and not get swamped in credit card debt.
So here's the thing. I would end credit card debt if that ending included doing just a massive uprising to end the necessity for credit. because this was not a thing until like 1986.
And it's so backwards. I mean, in Germany, when I want to do something and they want to have my credit balance, a clean sheet is what you want to have to have the best
Well, yeah,
standing.
they don't want you to have debts. They want you to pay for your credit. But they
yeah,
want you to use some.
Yes, so I mean, like, I don't... Welcome to the land where there's lobbyists for these specific things to make it happen. But yeah, so I guess I'll just end student loan debt because you know what? A lot of people use their credit cards to pay for student loans, causing a perpetual cycle. So I'm going to go with student loan. What about you, Max?
I go 3 for 3 because, once again, might come from the point of a privileged European who lives in a country where this kind of fucked up predatory systems are not... I will not say that they're not in place, but they are not as prevalent and they're not supported by the government or perpetuated by it. So yeah, I also student loan debt because I dare to say credit card debt, until this tidbit that I just learned from you guys, it's if you can hold your money together, then and if the problem doesn't start earlier in the line, like not getting enough pay, for example, if you assuming that you can earn a living, because if you can't do that, the problem is somewhere else. The problem is on the credit card. But if you can earn a living, you can live of it, and you then overspend yourself, you don't control your finances, then it's kind of on you. So this is like, I mean, yeah, predatory towards elderly. There's a problem there. But student loan debt, it's like education should not be. Education,
monetized.
Exactly. Education should be something that is available because, especially in America, the entire American dream of making it from nothing to something. If this path includes having to go into catastrophic debt first and clawing your way out from there, unless you're already rich enough to not even go into debt for that. Student loan debt.
It's also sucky because how colleges have grown. It's that they like put so much work on the student that the student can't do the thing that their parents did and get a part-time job while doing college, so they could pay it off.
And even if they could, they can't work enough hours to pay off the tuition anyway.
The minimum wage hasn't changed since 1975. Anyways, enough of us being angry.
Yeah. Hopefully there are some
about debt from the beginning.
Yeah, give us some fun questions.
Here's a good one. Exploding Passion Fruit has one. Thank you, Odie. You're a burglar, but you can only steal things that mildly inconvenience your victims. What are you taking? This person gave the example, I'm stealing the plate that goes in the microwave, and Odie's apparently is the lid off of my traveling cup, not sippy cup, bastard. But yes, so... Here's the thing, I can't say, we can't go around and be like, who steals from whose house, because you two live together, so you guys are both stealing things from me, so I guess I could steal something to inconvenience you two.
Oh, I guess we can still, I mean, we can probably still inconvenience each other, so we could go around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, okay. we could also inconvenience each other if we steal something that only affects the other one.
That's true, that is true.
So let's do it a round thing. Who wants to steal from whom?
I'm gonna steal from Denim. Denim steals from Max. Max steals from me.
Okay, let's see. What do I steal
from
you?
Good, because I don't know what you have in your house anyway.
Yeah. So to mildly steal things that mildly inconvenience your victim.
Alright, so I'm going to steal... Okay. I'm going to steal... What do I steal? I got it. I'm going to steal her water bottle because that means that there has to be further telling of her to drink water. Because that was a thing that kept happening over the trip was me and Max being like, drink water, Denim, drink water, Denim. But, you know, if you have she has a water bottle on her desk that she could drink out of, so she doesn't need the reminding. But if it's gone, then someone has to actively remind her more. So that's
drink
my
other
inconvenience.
beverages that have water in
We've
them.
had this argument all week. I will wait until a few months when I'm back and I can have this argument with you again. We're not having it over Discord. But yes, so that's my mild inconvenience. Denim, what are you stealing from Max?
Trying to think what would mildly inconvenience Max the most.
Every time I thought of a ferret-based item, I just knew it would inconvenience you also.
Rather than steal, I could hide all of his favorite mugs.
Ooh, that's evil.
So then when he gets up in the morning to make his coffee, he can't use any of his favorite mugs. He has to use one of the other mugs, which will only mildly
neurotic.
inconvenience him.
That's not mildly inconvenience, that is torture. This is against for convention, I'm sure.
We gotta, what you gotta do is that you gotta train Himbo to hide the mugs like he does
overnight.
those little mice toys. So that way it's hidden in the Himbo places. So he can still find them, but they're not gonna be fun to fish out
he'll have
from
to
under
find
the couch.
it and then clean it out, and then he can use it.
Exactly. That's the way to make it inconvenient.
There you go.
Okay, Max, you gotta steal something from me.
To mildly inconvenience you.
Your whole existence for the past 9 years has included mildly inconveniencing me, so
True.
what's it gonna be?
But it's usually by adding things to your life, like commentary and stuff. So, removing something to mildly inconvenience you. I'm not sure if this still counts as mildly or something, like a charger cable or something. But this is very, depending on what it is for, this could very easily flip over into...
if it's a phone charger, then I can go and buy another one. It's just annoying.
Yeah, mildly inconveniencing, I know. Or, might be something down those lines. I don't think I can come up with a specifically creative one.
Odie really hit the nail on the head.
I know, with
the lid to my cup.
Yeah, that is very mildly inconveniencing. But trying to find something on that level...
my whole, the things that I actually... I have my art supplies, I have my workout gear, my protein powder, my pre-workout, my vast collection of nail polish. Oh, I'm giving you an idea. Stealing one nail polish out of my collection of 70. So I just can't find that one, and that will annoy the shit out of me.
That's a good one,
Because the thing is, I color code those. So I separate them by color. So they're in equal... That is my one neurotic thing. I have equal rows of the rainbow, color pattern. So if one is missing, and then I have to wait a week for me to get it shipped over to me to replace it. That is hell. Mild hell.
Yeah, but this is proving once again by giving us this suggestion that you truly are your worst enemy.
I've known that for years.
Funny because it's true. But next
right,
question. Hopefully I will be less disappointing.
Okay, so this one's really fast. There's two that's really fast. Imploding Cringe Vegetable asks. Great name. If a furry yiffs in the forest, do they still make a sound?
Probably, I'm pretty sure. Are we talking one single furry yiffing by themselves? Or themselves, I should say?
Would they be in the fursuit? Because there's at least some sound happening because of the sheer volume of the suit. I don't think the suit dampens the noise.
But then you're forgetting what's important. You're forgetting context here. So if we have a furry who's yiffing in the woods, so who are known to be some of the most perverted furries? No. What are they? What are they known for?
Foxes.
Correct. Somebody went to a few conventions and knows their furries. So we are having a fox yiffing in the wood, and we are wondering. We are wondering about the sound, that if it makes a sound, which brings me to the question: what does the fox say?
Denim, punch him.
I hate this setup.
I figured out where he was going the seconds before he got there. And
I saw you going like...
No. Oh,
See,
no.
the thing is, I'm chronically online, so the thing that I thought of was, does this make a sound? There's a Reddit story. I'm going to get the next question. There's a Reddit story going around of, like, this guy is upset because he has, like, a sex playlist because he learned when he was first having sex that fucking to music to get into the rhythm helps him. And his girlfriend of 2 years was like, can you remove this song out of the rotation because I don't like it? And it's his favorite. And it's the most, like, dumb-sounding music. Look up Reddit sex playlist story. It links the song. You'll have a great time. But yeah. Okay, the next question from also Exploding Passion Fruit says, my juice exploded on me, literally. What's the worst smell you've had to carry for a long time? I mean, I guess the worst smell that you also smelled. I guess could also work. Because there's quite a few times passing obvious septic tanks that come to mind.
I mean, there's a good news that for surprisingly enough, it is not ferret release, because ferret release evaporates surprisingly quickly.
See, that was going to be my answer. Because one time they released in my lap, and it got on my shirt or something. So then my shirt just carried that smell for the rest of... I think we were in a Skype call or something, so for the rest of the Skype call, I was stuck with that smell. And
maybe
then I was like, okay,
so
I'm going to go change and take a shower because I need to get the smell off of me.
What if that's the sign that when Max got COVID, it dulled his senses a bit? That's not a bad smell to him.
I actually had to change a shirt myself because Rocket was just very relaxed. It was during my morning workout when I do plank and have the ferret climb on my back. Yeah, and for some reason he was just in such a good and relaxed mood that he released, and it left a little wet spot, which is why I now know that it is actually, it's not just like a fart. There's
a liquid release that turns into a vapor.
It's like when a cat sprays.
Exactly.
Or a skunk, which
cats.
is literally a relative of the ferret.
Yeah, okay. But if Denim's is ferret release, what about you?
A smell I carry around with myself. I mean, own sweat. I mean, if it's... usually I'm a clean boy and I switch out my t-shirts. But when there is this day where you accidentally don't make the smell test in the morning and put the t-shirt from the last day on, and then you realize, oh no.
Okay, but I do have to ask, there has to be like a memory that is smell-based, like just you smelled something so vile it's burned in your memory. Come on, everyone has one. Unless I just have very particular memories.
Okay, I went to culinary school, as some of you know. So this is a building that has at least 3 different kitchen labs. Probably maybe 4, I don't remember. It wasn't the biggest school. It was just like a little campus area. If you've never worked in food service, I don't know if you would understand this smell, but all of that oil and stuff, it has to go somewhere. You don't want it all going directly into the plumbing system when you're in an industrial setting because it's way too much. So if you've ever been down to the room where they collect all that from the systems,
I have the
it
smell
does not smell good in there. Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So I have my answer. Thank you for reawakening memory.
You're welcome.
So there used to be a McDonald's down in the subways in Berlin, and I remember Max warned me the first time I visited because I would have to go on the subways to see him for lunch and all that stuff, and he was like, fair warning. This McDonald's smells rancid. And it's like, okay, maybe that's just him. No, I don't know what they put in their McNuggets that the oil smelled so bad, but there were genuinely times where I was close to vomiting because that smell it's not there anymore, thank God, but like, it was so bad. Like, so bad. So I guess that's mine. Whatever German Subway McDonald's did, whatever body was rotting in that oil tanker, that's mine. And I guess Max is B.O.
Hey.
Oh, I thought of one
'Cause he's
more.
a sweaty boy.
Just briefly.
Oh, go ahead.
I used to work in a grocery store, for Whole Foods, for those who don't know, in a place where there was a city where there was mandatory separation of recycling and compost and landfill stuff.
Yes.
So we had separate entire dumpsters that got added to throughout the day for these 3 different things. So heat wave, dumpster, compost that sits in the sun all day long.
We got a reaction.
Well, also, I
was-
just had a general body spasm, but that didn't help either.
Yeah,
My God.
That was an experience I had to regularly put up with in the summer.
Makes me think of, a few months ago, because it's been hot here, I went down to Burbank. And if anyone's heard the meme of, well, come on down to Burbank, where our skyline consists of 2 Holiday Inns. The other one is where our water treatment facility makes half the city smell like shit. Water treatment facility plus heat wave is not a fun smell.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so, FMK time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Prince of Inquiries asks, 2022 has had its ups and downs for sure when it comes to the medium of animation, especially when it comes to streaming services. So let's try to sit and chill with these optimizing options for fuck, marry, kill, servicing that stream. That sounds very R. Kelly, and I do not like it. HBO Max, Amazon Prime, and Apple TV. Apple TV Plus, technically. If it's all right, I want to change maybe Apple TV with Netflix, so at least there's a more universal option.
I have never used Apple TV, so...
I mean, this makes it kind of interesting.
Yeah, true. But, okay, maybe we'll keep it as... I would have killed Netflix. So we're going to keep it as Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
The only people that use it are people that watch Central Park legally.
Don't
That's
get caught
sad.
sharing profiles and never truly trust what's recommended to you based on taste or percentages.
I mean, I heard
there
of
you
another
go.
show that on Apple TV that sounded kind of interesting called Severance, but yeah.
Oh, Severance is good, and so is Schmigadoon, and the new... Oh, wait, no, Apple TV Plus actually has a lot of good programming. Shit.
Aha.
Anyways, Denim, you get the
yes.
first
Yes.
choices.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I go for the obvious answer and kill HBO Max because of the whole HBO Max Discovery debacle that's been happening.
Kill them like they killed Batgirl.
I mean,
them
I
like
am a
they killed
millennial.
Mau Mau.
Killing industries is what we do. So, yep, buy HBO Max.
I mean, OnePlus, they did not write off the Cartoon Network shows. They're just not on the streaming service. They are actually looking for new places to have them,
Oh, good.
which means the season 2 of Mau Mau is still somewhere that we could see.
That is nice. But
Yeah.
No, also, Disney Plus would also have been a candidate. It would have been hard. I mean, between HBO Max, Disney Plus, and who could be the third one? I would not know who to kill or who not to kill.
Yeah, I guess
But so
But
you're killing HBO Max. Which one are you marrying and which one are you diddling?
I guess I'll go ahead and fuck Apple TV because I want to give them. I think I want to give them a try. You know, just one little
Something
a little
new,
sample.
exciting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dip your
A
toe
free trial,
into it.
a free trial, if you
Free
will.
trial, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a few interesting stories, so want to see what it's all about for
dipping might
myself.
happening.
And then Amazon Prime, I guess I'm gonna marry because, you know, I know a better idea of what I'm in for with that, and they are ingrained with Twitch too. They're all over they're
also
already
you
such
get,
a big part of my life, even whether I like it or not.
And
So,
free next day shipping.
yeah,
There you
and
go.
Audible perks
Okay.
and all that.
Yeah, now
Okay, I think Max was last time, so
I can
it is
go.
your turn.
Oh boy.
Are
So-
you going? I mean,
So wait, so you
Like-
killed HBO Max, you
killed
fucked
HBO
Apple.
Max, fucked Apple TV, married Amazon.
Okay. Then, I have the answer. I rotate it this way, so I gonna fuck HBO Max.
Okay,
because,
why? Because Peacemaker's on it?
That's on HBO Max,
Yeah.
and it's not cancelled yet.
it's an HBO Max exclusive, and no, it's not canceled.
But it's not a documentary.
All I know is that HBO is that Peacemaker and Harley Quinn are confirmed not to be canceled.
Well, at least for one of those two shows, it's actually worth a damn. The other one is like dozens of cartoons had to die for the Harley Quinn one to survive another season. I mean, I believe we watched like 2 episodes last TV time, and we got one mildly amused chuckle out of it.
Yeah, there's a bit of progression, and I've heard that the next episode that we'll watch later this week is actually really good.
Not just better, but actually good. Mm-hmm. Wow, that puts it on.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll have our own words about Harley Quinn at another point in time.
Yes.
But point being, you're fucking HBO Max because...
they fucked us, so it's only fair to fuck a little bit back, and
It's hate fucking.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's hate fucking. And they still have enough, as you just reminded me, they still have enough going on for them that you still get a little bit of a kick out of it. It's could be worse. It could be like nothing there. Which reminds me, I am going to kill Amazon Prime. Because
you're gonna kill Mr. Bezoland? Why?
I mean, that, and it's like Amazon Prime is just like so aggravating in just doing a shitty job. It's like you have the feeling like, hey, like Netflix, but bad. It's like, and this would already like imply that Netflix is good, but no, it still manages to be bad even in comparison. It's like they have all the money, they have all the stuff, and then you have stuff like, okay, I want to watch a season of this in English, and instead of having like a language selector, no, they have it as a separate product. They have the same show as a separate product on there, like once in German, once in English, and then also that every season is its own thing. So you watch a season and then you need to find the next season as a separate thing on Netflix.
The site layout of Amazon Prime is bullshit. The amount of confusion we had when we were watching The Boys was so like...
Yeah. I know I have a watch list on Amazon. I can never find it without a 30-second search. Like, okay. Steam? No, not Steam. Sorry. Netflix. You can barely... I'm on Netflix. I'm like, whoa, where's my watch list? Oh, it's the third row instead of the first one today. I mean, they are also like, hey, we try to keep you engaged by moving shit around and
At least Netflix's player is more optimized than any of these options.
Yeah, so Amazon is just like, why would I not fuck Amazon? Because they are blue-balling me hard enough as it is. Just kill them. And, with them, more stuff ends up on Netflix anyway, so Netflix is not even part of this FMK, so enough about that. And so, this leaves me with marrying Apple TV. So, there is a plus. There is a very clear and logical and easy explanation why I would marry this... service that barely anybody knows and watches, except for Central Park, I don't even know if there is any other watchable stuff or interesting stuff on there, period.
There is.
Name some examples.
Schmigadoon, which is also a musical show, but it's a live-action one with Keegan-Michael Key, where these two people accidentally wander into a town that is set like a Music Man, Hello Dolly 1950s universe. They also have all the Peanuts specials. They released a new Fraggle Rock show. The Wolfwalkers from the people who make Song of the Sea is on that, is an Apple TV Plus exclusive, and it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, but you see, this is a great foundation for a marriage. Like it's not overwhelming. It doesn't come in like Amazon or Prime, like Amazon Prime, like here, have this. Oh, by the way, half of it costs money. It's like, nah, you have a classy small selection and are like, oh. I will now go with my spouse and have a quality time. It's less trash, I say, without having ever seen an Apple TV library list. But yeah, this was my answer. Key, what about you? Wait, is she frozen? She's frozen,
Oh
isn't
no!
Well,
Well, that's
I mean,
awkward. Wait,
nah, we give her a chance to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the green screen is going around and,
Whoa, now there's two of us.
I know. Oh, okay. Hi!
Hey! We
Save
are
us
good at
from
entertaining
ourselves.
and filling space.
Yeah.
What's happened?
What
happened?
What happened on your end?
I don't know. Also, I'm not really sure why my camera's not turning
You
on.
were completely off for like we just handed the FMK over to you. And
It
said
closed and then it wouldn't open for 2 attempts.
Huh.
Lovely.
Okay, so you may need to put my
Yeah.
L2
I
in
can
here.
do this. Give me a second. Keycam and only key. Blep. There you go.
You know, when I linked that sticker of Donatello commits homicide, I didn't think it would commit homicide on my Discord.
Well, that's what you get for linking it. I guess I can show it. I guess.
But yes, so okay, so my options. So you fucked Apple TV Plus, you married it, so I have to commit the murder.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? My motive is actually very sound. Barely anyone knows of Apple TV Plus. I wonder why. Because they don't advertise it at all. You know how I found out that the 3rd season of Central Park starts today?
Oh.
Because I'm a neurotic person that checks Wikipedia all the time. There was no ads for Central Park anywhere. There's no Twitter presence. There is nothing. And yeah, that could say something about streaming services in general not being good at advertising, but at least I know what's on HBO Max. But yeah, so I'm gonna kill Apple TV Plus because it's already slowly killing itself. The only reason it's alive is because it's Apple. That's why Amazon Prime would never go down. It's Amazon. So yeah, I'm gonna kill Apple TV Plus. And then, okay, so that
Now it
leaves
gets
me
more
with...
difficult.
Alright, so hold on, I gotta look at the options again.
You're gonna
see.
fuck Prime and marry HBO.
Okay.
You're
So
welcome.
I'm gonna... why? Okay, so I'm gonna fuck Amazon Prime. Cause you know what? There's a lot... I'm gonna steer away from the streaming services and go to the other aspects of Amazon Prime, mainly delivering shit. Have you ever actually looked up stuff on Amazon Prime? It's a gamble of finding something that's a Chinese knockoff or like an actual good product.
Mm-hmm.
And I like gambling. So I think at least fucking it would be like this weird cacophony of weird shit. And I think that would be at least an interesting experience.
That's one way to put it.
What?
Just like gambling in the bedroom. That sounds... it's too bad that you haven't gone for this as your last answer, because there's something about STDs that... some joke about STDs that is kind of in our face.
Check the... Hey, I'll check the reviews first. Okay?
I wonder if in Japan there yet exists a gacha love hotel.
Oh, there is. I've looked it up. Don't again, neurotic person checks Wikipedia. Okay. I go down rabbit holes.
Okay.
But yes, so, and then I am going to marry the enemy. So, this is honestly the thing that makes me the most mad of your setup with me right now. So, I'm gonna marry HBO Max. You know, the company that has taken off like a bunch of Cartoon Network shows. 200 episodes off of Sesame Street. Most of those episodes talking about treating people of different races equally. And you know, Batgirl and the they fucking tax wrote off a finished Scooby-Doo feature film. So why am I marrying HBO Max?
Now we have your avatar staring at HBO Max directly. You're welcome.
Here's the thing. Marriage is death till us part. And HBO Max seems to be this slowly dying on life support because of their bitch new brother Discovery trying to destroy it. So I'm just gonna make that process all the more torturous. You take away what I love. Oh, why are we in the post show?
Oh, no,
This was about to get interesting.
Yes, please,
go on.
please.
Because I can do the evil gold digger, where I will take HBO Max's money, take all of its credibility, and I get everything that everyone else can't. Because they still have Mau Mau and OKKO and everything somewhere. It'll be with me. I get that in the marriage. It's all mine and no one else's. And if something leaks on a Google Drive, who knows where it could have came from?
It's true.
Also that.
And when HBO Max eventually dies and gets absorbed into Discovery Plus like a twin that dies in utero.
You can then still go back to your STD-riddled one-night stand Amazon Prime now that you're single again.
Exactly, and go watch The Boys.
This is even... having seen all of The Boys...
Also, you don't want a nice tall glass of milk like Homelander?
Yeah, as the only person who hasn't watched or read anything about The Boys, this is making me feel a little awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random crap. It's time for awkward guys. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guys. It's the awkward. Artwork and analysis which you do not want to miss on awkward.